Hey, Kristen, can you hear me? Hey, guys, welcome. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, tap on the hearts. Yay! Here we go! Hi, Kristen. Hi. Hello and welcome to you guys. So glad you're here. I've got a lot to say. I even have notes. So I'm going to give people time to come in, and hopefully you can read my quote. Hi, Kristen. So glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I've been posting this out, and so I don't know if if anyone else is going to join. Thank you for those hearts. I need them. I thought I'd give it a couple of minutes because sometimes it takes a while before it actually shows up that someone is live. But I'm not going to keep you waiting too long. As I said, I've got some notes. What you're seeing there is one of my favorite quotes. I've learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed. And that's Booker T. Washington. I don't really care how much money a person has or what they define success. For me, the people who have struggled and fought to overcome, those are the ones who succeed. And yes, Kristen, I do have two Twitter accounts. I can't figure out how to get rid of the one. But you guys, part of what I'm doing here, hello and welcome to my very first scope. I'm going to turn this around now. There I am. Hi. I actually put makeup on for you guys. Lately, I don't even wear makeup, and it really wasn't to hide myself. It was more to keep from scaring myself on this scope. So anyway, here we go. I'm nervous as hell. Beware of my language because there's no telling what's going to come out. If my message resonates with you or you just want to show me some love, double tap your screen and give me some hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's making me very happy. At the end of this scope, I'm actually going to give details of a free gift. So if it's just you guys that are here, that's cool. You're the only ones who will see it. But maybe some people will see it on the replay too. My name is Tammy Coyne. And today I want to introduce myself and my business. Thank you very much. I can't see the screen unless I put my glasses on, so I may be doing this a lot. A little about me. I'm a paradox wrapped in a dilemma. I'm an Aquarian. I'm a type A hippie. I've got the mind of an analyst, a mouth of a sailor, sense of humor of a third grade boy, and the heart of a healer. So you never know what the hell you're going to get with me. All my life I've been told I'm too sensitive, and then there was the ugly codependent word. Now I've learned I'm an empath. I've been called so many things in my life. When people said, just be you, I didn't know what the hell just be you meant. I didn't know who I was. Do you feel me on that? I mean, seriously. I'm learning I'm me. The good, the not so good, and even the great. And that's okay too. One thing that I put is I wanted to talk about silent sufferers, who they are, what obstacles are, and success, and how to break on through. So to get that, I'm going to play this for you. Hopefully you can hear this little quick song. How's the sound?
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, yeah.
So, I love that line. I cut that down just for us. Tried to run, tried to hide, break on through to the other side. That's right, Aquarian power. Now, the reason for that, the reason for playing the doors and breaking on through is because my business is called the Doors of Wellness. Why the Doors of Wellness? Well, since I was a little girl, I had a fascination with the Doors, the band, and so I chose Break On Through as kind of a theme song. And the Doors got their name from Aldous Huxley and something called the Doors of Perception, and it's about, perception and opening your mind and what that means. And so I thought, well, how can I incorporate that, because that's a big, huge part of who I am. So after playing around a little bit, my business became the Doors of Wellness. Thank you so much for the hearts and for you guys who are here. The Doors were formed on Venice Beach. I even wore my Venice Beach t-shirt today to, honor the Doors and also explain to you a little bit more about obstacles and success. My story is tough, and it'd be difficult to give you my whole story, but let me just say my story is full of abandonment, death, abuse, teen pregnancy, but I didn't quit. When I was a kid, I had to keep going. Why? Because my mom needed me to, right? Well, that was my job as a little bitty girl. Hi. That was my job, was to keep my mom going. Then it was about keeping my dad going, okay? And I can't even get into all that. Well, then it was survival for my sister. I got to keep going for my little sister. I got to do that. Then it was about my kids. I got to keep going for my kids. I got to keep going for boyfriends. I got to keep going for husbands. When do I keep going for me? Well, that was this year. Last year, really. I moved 1,000 miles away from home to change my life. I walked out on a 20-year federal career with absolutely no plan. I'm trying to get a business off the ground. Why? Because I've been in training my whole life to help other people. Sorry, I can't see unless I put my glasses on. Thank you. So sorry, I'm going to be back and forth with the glasses. The premise of the Doors of Wellness, my core message is heal your mind, free your soul. Because for me, emotion and healing your mind is the core of every problem. It nearly killed me. My body was dying from stress. About not quitting. Even with all the abuse at 17 years old, I found out I was pregnant. I thought, what the hell am I going to do now? I always wanted a college degree. It didn't seem like that was ever going to happen. So finally, in 2003, when that baby was going to college, her mama was going to college too. Why? Because I don't quit. I don't ever quit. It doesn't matter how long I waited to go to college, I made it happen. And I got my bachelor's degree in 2.5 years. Then in 2007, I enrolled again. By 2009, 2 years later, I had a master's degree in human relations counseling. I moved here last year, quit my job, started another school track so that I could do what I came here to do. And way to go, Kristen. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. People who are silent sufferers. And a silent sufferer, they're not somebody who lays around and cries about what has been done to them and how, it's everybody else's fault. Those are not the people I want to work with. The people I want to work with are overcomers. They're lifelong learners. They're all about self-mastery. They're willing to get off their ass and do what it takes and do the work it takes to get where they need to go from point A to point B. The reason they need help is because they're tough. Because they thought, you know what? I've done everything I know how to do to get better, and I don't know how to do anymore. So what do I do? So what do I do? Because I'm a firm believer, when you know better, you do better. And if you're someone who learns to know better and still don't do better, I'm not sure I have a lot of use for that. I'm really not. So that is the whole point of the Doors of Wellness. It is to use holistic and natural healing to uncover emotions that are keeping you stuck. And I'm specializing in those silent sufferers who, I've spent so much time going to jails, being in rehabs with people. Oh my God, every kind of 12-step program you can imagine. I've picked up people in the middle of the night. I have completely exhausted every resource I ever had for everyone else. Now, I know what boundaries are. I didn't understand or even learn boundaries until I was in my mid-30s. Or hell, maybe it was early 40s. I don't even know. But here's my boundary now. You know, if you're a broke ass laying on the couch and are going to whine and don't want my help, then do not call me, because you're not my client. My clients are busting their ass, and they're trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B. And I'm offering all kinds of services. Some are a little strange, and I'll be doing more scopes on that as to what they are. But that's kind of the gist. That's my intro. That is who Tammy Coyne is. That is who the Doors of Wellness are. If this resonates you and you think a friend might enjoy it, go ahead and share it out. If you or someone you know might want to work with me, or you think that, because I'm not for everybody. I'm telling you straight up. I did a public speaking class, and in my heart, I thought my style was more like Louise Hay. You know, if you know Louise Hay, she seems dear and sweet and kind. And while that is all part of who I am, they said my style was a little more like Larry Winget. I didn't even know who that is, but apparently Larry Winget just kind of tells you how it is. And thank you so much for the hearts, and thank you all for everybody who came in. You've missed a lot of what I had to say. I'm kind of winding it up, but I will try to recap for you. Essentially, what I'm telling you is who I am, what my business is, how it came to be. Yay, here I am, Jessie Mullally. I finally got it. Yay, I got a new phone. That's another obstacle I overcame. I was so ready to do Periscope because I was like, I don't know how the hell to market myself. What does a person do? So I keep hearing, oh, this is the way to go. So I even got on here, 50 years old, crazy hair, not a stitch of makeup. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm doing it. And son of a bitch, if my phone would not connect, I'm like, oh my God, is it always something? I mean, really. You know, nothing for my life, nothing since 1965 has been fucking easy. Nothing. So, do I quit? No, I keep trying. Thank you. My personality is something else. And I'll tell you, I'm Aquarius. So the funny thing about Aquarians, they don't just have two personalities. They would be totally bored with two. Like a Gemini, we have so many. So my husband and I, both Aquarians, living in the same house, help us, dear God. You know, it's like 42 personalities times 2 at any given time. Well, anyway, the recap is to tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm Tammy Coyne. I'm talking a little bit about myself and my business. I call myself a paradox. I am a type A hippie, which is a really weird combination. I have the brain of an analyst. I have the style of a hippie. Seriously, here's my Venice Beach shirt. Let's do a little bit more doors. Hang on for those who missed that. And this is about breaking on through obstacles. No bullshit, no excuses, just break on through. Here it goes.
Night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side.
I love that. Makes me so happy. Thank you. Oh, okay, that was it, because I forgot. I was all into it. I was ready for the song to go, and I forgot. I quickly, before the scope, found out how to chop a song so that I could just play that little snippet for you. So anyway, this is about breaking through obstacles. This is about silent sufferers. Silent sufferers have undergone some shit in their life. They have gone through hell, and they don't want to go back. That is also my same definition of a spiritual person. They're not usually religious. Maybe they are. If they are, that's cool. Religion hasn't worked for me. What I believe is that spirituality is the way to go. I believe there is so many paths to get to where you need to go. Find the one that gets your ass up in the morning and keeps you going. Hi, Cindy. Glad you're here. You've missed a lot, but for those of you that came in just now, my quote of the day when you first came in was, I've learned that that's another topic. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has had to overcome while trying to succeed. So in my world, it's not about how much money you have, although that's great. Don't deny yourself money. It's not about what kind of car you drive, although party on, get what you can get. It's about what last conversation that you had with who? Anyway, that's so distracting because I'm like trying to connect with you through my voice, but I'm trying to watch the chat too. But to me, success is about what the hell have you overcame in life. If you never had to overcome an obstacle, how successful is that really? You know what I mean? If you're a person who was given wealth at birth and you didn't have to earn it, is that really success? Or did you bust your ass to create your own? That's success to me. And so I told a little bit about the story about the doors. I won't go into that for you guys who have been sitting here, but the gist of it is, silent sufferers for me are overcomers. They're lifelong learners who are all about self-mastery and continuing to grow. And the reason for my business is to heal your mind, free your soul. And I'm using holistic and natural healing solutions to uncover the emotions that are keeping you stuck. Through my business, I use hypnotherapy, life coaching, toe reading. If you don't know what that is, check it out. I'm going to be doing a scope on that. Essential oils. I don't even know. I do so many things now, I don't even remember. And hell, if it's help with your computer, I got that too. Whatever. I'm really here to help people move from point A to point B. If what I've said on this scope is resonating with you and you think a friend might enjoy it, share it out. If you don't, then don't. That's okay. If you're someone who would like to, there's actually a list on the website. I'm just nervous, you know what I mean? My stomach's all tied up. If you're someone who would like to work with me, check out my website and connect further, but I'm going to tell you, my website's not perfect. I've gone from believing that I need to be perfect to learning that I'm more than perfect because I'm enough. Totally enough. And what a concept. Who knew? I mean, I'm 50 freaking years old. Oh, that's another obstacle I had to overcome. I have tried to get to Venice Beach. You see that? For 50 years. Hear me. 50 fucking years I've been trying to get to Venice Beach. Well, when you live in Oklahoma, it's not that easy to get to the beach. So, for my 50th birthday, I sat on Venice Beach. The goal was to channel Jim Morrison. Okay, so I didn't channel Jim Morrison, but I totally sat on Venice Beach. And to me, that was empowerment. That meant to me, it may have taken me 50 years, but I got there. I did it. I did not quit. I will not quit. And those are the kind of people I work with. What I said at the beginning of this scope is that if you want to connect with me, try doing it through the website. I don't know if it'll work. Or send me an email to thedoorsofwellness@gmail.com because the other one's acting crazy. Let me know you saw my first scope. And as a free gift to thank you for showing up and being here to support me, I'm so happy. Thank you. For this free gift, send me an email. And what I'm going to do, I sell essential oils. I am going to send you an essential oil. Oh, I just had a pop-up from you, Kristen, saying that you shared it. Thank you. But the free gift is an essential oil sample that I'm going to send out to only the people who told me that they saw my first scope, because I love you guys. And before this, I'm going through hot flashes. Seriously, I got to pause for a second to put some hot flash remedy on my neck. Excuse me. I almost didn't put makeup on because I was afraid it was going to sweat off. You know what I mean? And I can't see the screen unless I put my glasses down. Here, what do they call this? First world problems? Okay, yeah, well, we're going to go with that. So, anyway, I think I've rambled now. But here's my last message to you. What would your life look like if quitting were not an option? Think about it. Love you. Thanks for being here. Bye.